get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word, man? How everybody doing out there, man? Hope everybody having a great day, man. Let's start this off right with the weekend banger game. Y'all know the count is the weekend banger. That's what we doing, man. But first, man, I just have to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, all the good mothers, man. God bless y'all, man. I hope y'all really enjoy y'all day tomorrow and take a load off. Appreciate all the fruits of labor everybody's giving back, you know what I mean? Because it's definitely y'all day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man. That's what it is, man. That's what we doing. But with this being Mother's Day weekend, y'all, let's stay out the way this weekend. Let's keep our nose clean. Let's keep our minds clear. Let's make the right moves. And let's not go to jail. We ain't trying to go to jail this weekend. We trying to stay our ass out the way. That is the model. That's just what we doing on this channel. We are staying out the way. That's the count, y'all. That's what I'm preaching. That's what y'all know y'all gonna hear from me every time. Stay your ass out the way, because nobody wants to have to leave their peoples and go in them jails, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we trying to stay out here, man. We trying to get money out here. We trying to not go in there. I tell y'all these stories for y'all can be like, I'm not going ever. That's why I do my stories, man. So I encourage everybody, man, not just this for this weekend, Mother's Day weekend, for the rest of the weekend, all the weekends for the rest of your life, man. Please stay your ass out the way, man. That's all I'm telling y'all. But appreciate everybody who been turning me up. Y'all know the count. I see the subscribes going. I see the views going up. Let's keep rocking, man. I told y'all I'm coming. How many times I gotta tell y'all that I'm coming? I'm coming, y'all. Pause. I'm coming. Let's get it. We going up every play. That's what we doing, man. We going up every play, man, because that's the count. That's what we doing, man. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody that been turning me up, man. That's what we do. But I got something for y'all, man. Let's get down to business like we always say. And this story right here I got for y'all is called We Supposed to Been Bucking. You know what I mean? So let me take y'all, man, Sussex 2, man. When I was at Sussex 2, man, way in the beginning, man. And let me explain to y'all what bucking means. Now, bucking means, in dudes that was locked up usually use the word I'm bucking, or we bucking, or he bucked on, or whatever the case may be when it comes to bucking. The definition of bucking in penitentiary means you're not going for it, you're not with it, you're not going to do it because you're bucking. So that's what the definition means. So I can remember one time, y'all, like, everybody was just mad, everybody was just upset, man, because it's a few things in prison that'll make dudes upset. And one of the main things in prison that'll make a bunch of dudes upset all in one is playing with that commissary. Now, I was green to the system, you know what I mean? I was green to a lot of the rules. I was green to a lot of the ways dudes carry it. And it was probably dudes in my block that already was experienced with a situation like this and they knew what to do. But me personally, I was kind of lost. I didn't really know what to do, I'm being honest with y'all. So I can remember a time when we are supposed to got our commissary, y'all. Now, you got to understand, this is when we first got up there. So they're trying to get us out more. We're about to start coming out in the compound more. We're about to start getting more movement, start doing this, start doing that. And I want to say this is 2000 and the end of 2002. I want to say this what that is, or either beginning of 2003. It's one or the other. But I know for a fact that they was touring around with that commissary, and Susses would get lazy. Like Susses, like this was like when they ended up letting us out, letting us run free when the time went on a little bit more. But in the beginning, like when they first moved us to 2C, like it was a little hectic because they used to just carry us and do whatever they wanted to do. Now, they already was telling us that things was gonna open up sooner. But before that, dudes was like, we would come out, but like if it wasn't a floor officer they would drag us, and they would use that for an excuse not to let us out, that they don't have a floor officer. So we was waiting for our commissary. So this is how they do commissary, y'all, in Sussex too around this time. They will bring the carts. You will know that your commissary for your building is coming, because on the day that you're supposed to receive commissary, you can actually look out your window if you have a window sill, or you can hear when it's coming, or they will lock you down and you will know that's when the commissary is coming. But either way, the commissary will definitely be coming. But you will hear the carts coming, boom, 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 people, they will bring the carts. At least every part have 2 carts. And it looks like these big, the carts that they'll bring with the commissary, and it look like these big laundry carts, like it's on wheels, but it's big. You know what I mean? They got an opening right there. And they'll have all the commissary stuff up in there. All this, everything somebody ordered will be in there from the whole pod, and it'll be 2 carts. Every pod will probably have 2 carts, especially if it's the first of the month commissary, where they know everybody's gonna go to commissary. So, boom, they bring out commissary, y'all. So, this is on a Friday. This is on a Thursday when they bring out commissary. So when they bring out commissary on Thursday, they came with the flea flicker move, y'all, and they told us that they wasn't gonna pass the commissary. We have to wait. They're doing pod for pod because they don't have enough floor officers. So they said they was gonna pass the commissary out pod for pod. Now, of course, we're upstairs, so we're already looking at it like we're not first because we're upstairs. So boom, everybody waiting all day for the commissary. We like, damn, it's Thursday. We like, damn, what's going on? So when lunchtime come, nobody still came upstairs. Boom, we went to lunch. As we was going to lunch, we can actually look down in A pod, which was downstairs, and we see them still passing out as one CO. Like, he calling dudes one by one doing the commissary. Now, doing commissary one by one at penitentiary will always take long, and dudes used to be mad. Now, it used to be certain officers that know how to freak the commissary, and they was aware of, like, damn, let me not waste all these dudes' time by passing out this commissary. Like, let me try to move as fast as possible if I can get them out. So that used to be the motto of some officers. That's what they used to do. So you would have certain officers, he would come in there and he will get like 6 bags, and he'll put them on each table that's in the pod, like a bag on each table. And then he'll get the names, and then he'll call on his walkie-talkie, open up such and such, open up such and such, open up such and such, open up such and such. And then the people he'll call their names. You come down, you go to the table, wherever your bag is at, boom. You sign your receipt, you check your commissary, you transfer it into your bag, you check it, you know what I mean? You sign the receipt, you slide. That's how it used to be. Like, some COs used to do that because they were smarter. Like, they didn't want to waste dudes' time because they know dudes used to get really, really angry over this commissary. So this particular day I'm telling y'all about, on this Thursday, they are taking their time. It's one floor officer, and as we go on the chow, everybody's looking like, damn, people hungry. Like, people want their stuff. People want their tobacco. So it's going crazy. So, like, we're looking in the pod, and we see that the guys in there passing it out one by one. So we knew that was going to take all day. So long story short, y'all, Thursday came and went. So when the nighttime came, before the lieutenant could get off at 6 o'clock almost, everybody was mad in my pod because we like, damn, if they don't get up here in time for Friday, they don't pass commissary out on the weekend up there. You know what I mean? So you're not getting it on a Saturday. And the following Monday was a holiday. I forgot what holiday was coming up. So the following Monday was a holiday. So dudes knew if we didn't get our commissary by Friday, that it was going to be crazy. We wasn't going to get our commissary. Now, the reason why this is a big thing, y'all, because for one, Sussex 2 would have, we'll call it, they'll go on stretches. You know what I mean? We'll call it a stretch. So they'll have the commissary set up like for the month. And then you'll see our building will be in there. You know what I mean? And sometimes we'll fall on a certain day, or sometimes another building will fall on a certain day. But either way, at the end of the month almost, like, you will go to commissary, like in the middle of the month, you will go to that commissary. Then after that commissary, you duct tape, and for like, they'll call it a 2-week stretch. And the commissary would say that because their excuse used to be that they have to do inventory, like they have to do all their inventory, so that would take a week or 2. So like, you'll be on a 2-week stretch, so everybody know that last commissary in the middle of the week, middle of the month, you dead until like the beginning of the month sometime. So you would have to know how to order, and you have to know how to keep stuff, or you won't go hungry and die in that place. So damn, everybody's mad. So boom, they let us out. For rec. Now we out for rec. It's after 6 o'clock. Everybody's dead. So everybody's angry, nobody's mad. They like, yo, that's messed up how they carrying us. So I can remember this one particular dude, man. His name was New York. Now, New York moved in our block as soon as we moved over in 2C. And he was a dude that you could tell he was somewhere else that was doing time in Virginia. He was a dude, he was a little short dude. He was a little shorter than me, like just slightly shorter than me, but he was so cocky diesel, like he was diesel as hell. He was super duper diesel, you know what I mean? He was like just somebody that was just built low to the ground, super diesel, like, you know what I mean? You can tell wherever he was at before he came to Sussex, it had to have been where the waist was at. You know what I mean? He had to have been somewhere where the waist was at, but he was one of those aggressive New York dudes. Now, at the same time, he was kind of a conscious New York dude because I want to say he was in the Lord Science Temple. That was his religion. He wasn't a Muslim. He wasn't a Christian. He wasn't, you know what I mean? I think it's called the Lord Science Temple. So he used to wear the glasses sometimes. He used to have to do a lot of reading. And for real, he was an all right dude, but he kind of like stuck with the dudes that was from New York. I had a celly that was from New York at the time, and there was another dude in there that was from New York at the time. And that's who he used to rock with, and you can't blame him. They from New York. So boom, he's in the joint. So I can remember one time, they're like, yo, man, they gonna carry us on that commissary. Sussex would do this. Like, they will drag you on stuff and didn't even give you an excuse why they dragging you. You just have to deal with it, man. Like, you would have to just deal with, like, if this saved the situation that they trying to do to us, the whole weekend and through that holiday, you would just have to look at your commissary sitting in the carts right there in the pod. They be right there in the pod, but they're not going to pass it out until there's a floor officer that's able to do it. Now, they let us out, but the only thing they did was rotate the officer that they had in the other pod next to us to come give us Empire Rec because they already gave the pod next door to Empire Rec earlier for lunch. So boom, dude ain't passing it out. He's not passing it out. Everybody's hollering at him. You see everybody's rushing him. Everybody's at the front. I'm not really up there, but I'm around, you know what I mean? Because I want to hear what's going on. Like, at the same time, like, you got to understand, like, dudes, like, you can't get too crazy because if you get too crazy, ain't nothing going to get accomplished. So I definitely knew this, but at the same time, I still feel like kind of how, like, everybody else felt like they dragging the hell out of us. They dragging us. It's Thursday. They ain't pass out John out today. How we don't get it today? They got a whole day to pass out freaking 8 carts, and they didn't even get to us. So everybody's angry as hell. So we up there, everybody's up there talking to the CO dude, trying to plead their case and what's going on, and we need to talk to a lieutenant, this and that. He said ain't no lieutenant available. They clapped us, man. So dudes is just angry, man. So I can remember the dude in New York. He went from being a conscious dude to he probably thought he was back on the island. I ain't even gonna lie. He had to think he was back on the island because he went bananas. So after we hollered at the CEO, everybody went back in the pod, man. All you seen was New York with he had the big state boots. His state boots was huge because he was a little short dude, diesel stocky. Well, it was like a size 13. So he wore like a size 13 boot, man. His boots used to be huge. All I seen is this. He climbed on the table, and then he got to the TV. There's a TV right in the middle of the pod, so everybody's watching TV. Everybody's doing them. He got to the TV and cut that joint off. Bloop. He cut it off. He said, yo, son. Let me get everybody attention, son. Hey, yo, let me speak to everybody right quick, son. So everybody looking like, the hell now. I seen this tactic happen in the jail before when someone has cut the television off. And usually in prison, y'all, cutting the television off is kind of a sign of I need everybody attention. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to be a gorilla to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, at the same time, you ain't got to be no killer, but like you have to be somebody with the balls because that's major. Usually when it happens, when somebody steals in the pod or situations like this in the pod, those are the only times you're going to see somebody cut the TV off on everybody. So he cuts the TV off. Boom. He cuts the TV off, jumps off the table and say, yo, son, hey, yo, look, I don't know how y'all carrying it, but this how me and my boys carrying it. We ain't going for that, man, because I'm telling y'all, this is what they going to do. They going to drag us to mob. They not going to pass it out on Saturday, and we going to be dead Monday. He was like, yo, son, this is my word. I ain't got no soap. I need my stuff, son. I don't know how y'all feel, but I want my stuff. I don't know what's going on. They going to carry us. So what y'all going to do? He was like, we going to stand up. That's what we going to do. I'm telling y'all, man, we going to stand up. That's what we going to do, man. Everybody have to buck. If everybody buck, they gonna pass out our commissary. I'm letting y'all know that now. What y'all gonna do, man? Y'all gonna be some pussy? I was like, oh, the record scratch. He said, y'all gonna be some what? So I'm like, damn. So like, everything was sounding cool on some revolution type of stuff all the way up until he said that. Because if you're going to be a leader in a situation like this, y'all, you have to be able to know how to talk to the people. You know what I mean? You can't get the people to roll with you with a situation if you're somebody that don't know how to talk to the people. So like he was talking good and he came out, y'all gonna be some what? Everybody looking like, man, this dude wild. And so some dudes was listening. Some dudes was listening because he was right at the end of the day. They planning to drag our brains out. They're not going to get to us tomorrow. At the most, they might get to the pod next door. At the most. So everybody like, yo, that is crazy, yo. That is crazy, man. Everybody like, yeah, that's nuts, man. So it's this one dude that was in there. The one dude that was in there was like, man, he was like, man, listen. He was like, look, what y'all gonna buck for? The police? He was one of those old head dudes. He was one of these dudes that he spoke his mind regardless. You know what I mean? And he actually had a job working for the COs. You know what I mean? He used to clean the shower, sweep up, do all this. But at the same time, old head was no punk. Old head felt where everybody was coming from. Everybody was angry that we wasn't getting our commissary, that they dragging our brains out. But at the same time, this dude that's trying to get us the revolution to join his revolution and join him and come together as one, he's not really a good leader. I think that's how the old head was thinking. So the old head said, man, I ain't listening to that stuff. I ain't doing nothing, man. He was like, man, this is prison. When we get our stuff, when we get it, y'all know what time it is, man. What y'all gonna do? Kill these polices? What y'all gonna do? What if they said they ain't gonna do it? What y'all gonna do? Kill them? So the New York dude was like, yo, son, that's weak as hell, son. So the old head dude like, man, you weak as. So they get to arguing. Boom, 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 they get to arguing. So it went from a revolution to dudes get to arguing. This is how fast things can flip in prison, y'all. So I'm looking at this whole situation like, I'm just analyzing it like, this is crazy. Old head got a point. But the dude from New York got a point too, because at the end of the day, man, we might do have to buck just for they can see that we serious. Like sometimes it takes bucking to get a point across. I didn't know that because I seen it happen in the jail. So I already knew that. Like sometimes it takes that just to get their attention. That's the only way you get their attention. You know what I mean? So they get to argue. They get to argue. They're like, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying over here like, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. You trying to get everybody tricked up. Boom, 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 boom. So they get to argue. You know what I mean? It gets serious. New York, like, yo, son, you weak, son. You weak, son. So his man trying to hold him back. Like, yo, son, you weak, son. You weak, son. I'm telling you, weak. Niggas like, man, y'all chill out. Everybody trying to kill it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we got bigger fish to fry. We need to worry about how we gonna get this commissary. So, boom. We lay it down Thursday, hungry as hell. We wake up Friday, y'all. We wake up Friday. Everybody go to breakfast. We look there in the next pod downstairs. We like, this is unbelievable. We can't believe that these people are doing this like this on this holiday weekend. Everybody is hungry. We coming off a 2-week stretch. Like this is gonna be a 3-week stretch. Cause during those 2-week stretch, sometimes you might run out of food. So dudes be hungry. Like you be waiting on that first commissary after a 2-week stretch. I'm telling you. So we look. Sergeant down the front of the building, everybody run down on him. Yo, man, what's good, man? Like, y'all doing it like this, man? Won't you come do the commissary upstairs? Why he like, nah, because I'm doing something else. I can't come do it. They gonna get to it when they get to it. They already told us the commissary gets passed out when we get to it. So everybody just like, damn, everybody go to child. When you go to the child hall, it's the watch commander office that's right there on the boulevard by the child hall. You see dudes running to that joint. Watch commander like, yo, listen, yo, look, you gonna get your commissary. He just pushed everybody out. Like, yo, you gonna get your commissary when you get your commissary. Discussion over with. So everybody, I'm looking at New York. New York is looking angry as hell. New York is looking angry as hell, man. He's looking like, this can't be. I'm telling y'all, like I'm thinking he had flashbacks that he was on Rikers Island and this is what they do. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, like he had that type of look. And I told y'all he wasn't a dude that was like pushing stuff at nobody from what I noticed when he first moved in the pot. But when he was a big dude, slightly as a short kind of diesel dude, but at the same time, I saw it in his face that he was feeling disrespected. He was feeling disrespected. I'm telling you, some people be needing those. This back when you might have ordered stamps. You know what I mean? Like stamps is big in prison back. I don't know how it is now, but back then stamps was big in prison. Like, dude, you have to write your peoples. Like you have to write letters. Back then you had to write letters. It wasn't tablets. It wasn't none of this stuff. It was manually writing with your hand. They were sending your mail into you. You would send mail back out. So dudes be needing stamps, notebooks, all type, every envelopes. Like dudes be waiting for all hygiene. Dudes might need soap, deodorant. Like you really need your commissary, man. So New York is looking like he's super disrespected. He's looking like he's super disrespected. So boom, we go back to the pod. It's on Friday. So we come back from breakfast. We go back to the pod. Everybody in the pod. So you can see New York, he walking laps with his man. So everybody just like in a shock. Like it's a little quiet in the part. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody kind of like, this is a major defeat because we know how that commissary, like how they did commissary. First of all, nobody understood the 2-week stretch anyway. Like we didn't think that made sense, putting us on 2-week stretches in the middle of the month until the beginning of the month. Like some dudes didn't understand that. So now with them doing that, and they're not even gonna try to get to us before the weekend, like the pod was slightly quiet in that jump. Maybe because dudes was hungry as hell. That's why I was quiet in there. Like I could just remember seeing that everybody was just looking defeated. Like you was seeing, instead of seeing dudes, this supposed to have been a day you see dudes around cooking everything, dudes teaming up, making pizzas, and dudes over here smoking, and there's gambling going on over here, the dice game, poker game, everything is going smooth because it's commissary in the pod. No, instead of that, you see dudes sitting on benches, you seen dudes looking at the news on TV. Dudes was just sitting down looking like they was defeated, like they was done, man. Dudes was hungry. Seen dudes walking around getting hot water for one soup. You know what I mean? Dudes eating one soup. Ain't no snacks being generated, man. Like this was just a crazy time, y'all. Like I ain't even gonna lie, man. So, boom. The day go on. Now, we come out first for the lunch and they gonna lock us down for the evening. So y'all can see how the craziness is like, is into this, man. This is crazy. Like, they planning to line us up. So, New York like, yo, look, man. He walking around. He like, yo, look. He was like, yo, look. Me and my dudes gonna buck, yo. We bucking, yo. What y'all gonna do, man? He was like, don't nobody go in their cell. Don't nobody go in their cell, man. Don't nobody, if they don't come up here, don't nobody go in their cell. We want to talk to somebody. We want to talk to, they got to send somebody up here to talk to, or we ain't locking down when it's time for rec to be over with. We not locking down. So some dudes like, man, real talk, man, he right, man. So like, you know what I mean? Like at the time, I'm sleeping in cell 23, you know what I mean? I'm in the first cell up top. So that you come down a tier by the door upstairs, but the door's down here. I'm over top of one cell. So that's where my cell is at. So I'm just standing on the railing, you know what I mean? Just listening, like got my arms on the joint, man. I'm just like, crazy. Me and my roommate like, this is crazy, man. Like, and he like, yo, we bucking. So we ain't going in. When they lock us down, we not going in. So boom. They come to lock us down. CO come out. Lockdown, 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 lockdown. Everybody just like, it was quiet. Everybody just got up. Everybody just standing around. And then you just seen dudes just standing by the doors. Everybody just stood by their doors. Like, so everybody did it. So they come in and jump. Like, yo, y'all ain't gonna lock down? Like, nah, man, get us somebody up here to talk to, man. Like, it wasn't nothing violent at the time, dudes. You know what I mean? Like, get us somebody up here to talk to, man. Like, no, we're not locking down. So, boom. He go get the sergeant dude that was at the watch command office, the same dude that we just talked to that morning. He come back to the pod. When he come to the pod, he walks in the joint. He said, guys, look, man, I understand what everybody's going through. I understand people need their stuff, but we have to go through procedure of how we do our job. And that's what y'all have to understand. Y'all have to understand that y'all are in prison and we have to have procedure when it comes to our job. So our hands are tied. Your commissary is going to get passed out. When it's your pod time to get passed out, it's not our fault that we have officers, blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like. Blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, that joke sounded like it was going over, like it was going over our head. We didn't care what he was saying. He wasn't saying the right things. So New York say, nah, son, y'all got to get this right. Respectfully, officer, y'all got to do this. This isn't our fault. You can pass commissary. Why you can't pass commissary? So New York is just blacking out. So by him blacking out during a meeting of people bucking, y'all got to understand that whoever's the most vocalist, I hope I said that, whoever's the most vocal, forget vocalist, whoever is talking the most, you know what I mean, during a situation like this, they're going to put them as the leader of the situation, you know what I mean? So a police, a CO will take notes of the situation, like they'll, you know what I mean? So nobody else, like when he snapped, then you started hearing other opinions. Like dudes was like, yo, for real, Sergeant, man, like, man, this isn't right, man. Like, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't got no food. Like, y'all can't, like, how y'all not passing this commissary out? Like, it don't make sense. So boom. He like, man, listen, there's nothing I can do, man. Y'all locked down, man. I'm going to try to get them to pass it out in the morning time for y'all, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to try to get them to do it. He was like, y'all ain't going to do that on no Saturday, man. You might don't even work the next day. He was like, man, listen, I give y'all my word that I'm going to try to get it passed out on Saturday for y'all. So dudes was like, that kind of like that kind of like eased dudes a little bit, man. That kind of eased dudes a little bit. Like, dudes was like, man, that's crazy, man. Like, dudes was like, that was crazy. But like, what can you do? You in prison, y'all. Like, that's why I tell y'all, don't come to prison. Stay your ass out the way, because when you come to prison, it's not your rules anymore. You have to abide by somebody else's rules. You have to do what somebody else tell you to do. And if you don't, they got ways of making you do that. You know what I mean? Like, they'll put you in the hole forever. Like, they'll beat you down if you buck. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that you have to go through when it comes to situations like this. And this isn't one of my stories that I'm telling as like on some real murderous stuff, but this is a situation that I'm giving because this can happen to anybody that's probably on their way to prison, or if they're watching this, they don't want to have to go to prison and have to go through this, because these are situations that happen in prison. You will have a group of dudes ready to buck together for the right cause. So we really feeling like we carried after this. We like, yo, dude lying, we feeling like we carried. Boom, next day comes Saturday. We wake up, go to breakfast. We go downstairs and look. We don't see nobody passing commissary out. We go to breakfast. We don't see no sergeants. It's the weekend. We don't see no sergeants. It's the COs in there. They don't have no answers. So everybody's mad in the child. First it was quiet, and then New York stood up. The revolutionist, he stood up. He said, yo, hey, yo, I'm letting y'all know now. If anybody go for this, they also, I'm letting y'all, they carrying us. They carry, what y'all want to eat this? Y'all carrying us. He snapped. He slung his tray and left out the door. That's my word. I'm like, oh, man. So the CO's looking at him. But I felt like the CO understood, because he knew what was going on. You know what I mean? He knew that we didn't get our commissary. He knew that we was mad. New York snapped. He left. Boom. My roommate got up and left behind him. The other homeboy left behind him. They left. You know what I mean? As they came in, the doors were still open as they were eating. And as they got their tray, I guess it hit him, man. A couple of dudes were still in line, so the door wasn't closed yet, man. He got his tray, he left, man. The police didn't stop him or nothing. And he went back to the building. So we went back to the building. As I'm getting back to the building, y'all, I look up. I can see that New York boots are tied tight as I walk back into the pod. I told y'all he wore like a size 13 boot. So I come back in the pod, I see that he got his boots tied tight. You know what I mean? His man, like, he got his clothes on and he ready to wreck. My roommate, definitely ready to wreck. He was a New York dude, but I ain't gonna lie, I seen him in action up there. Train to go, you know what I mean? Mall train to go. But, boom. Excuse me. So, as I walk in the pod and see that all their boots, well, the dude in New York boots was tied tight, I guess he waited for everybody to come in. So everybody come in. New York was like, yo, I'm gonna let y'all know like this, y'all. I'm bucking, and if I'm the only one bucking, when I get out the hole, I'm smashing everybody. I'm smashing everybody, son. I'm letting y'all know now. If I buck alone and y'all don't buck with me over this reason right here, that they carrying us like this, I'm smashing everybody when if I see you from this pod, I'm smashing you. I'm letting you know now. So dudes is like, what? Like, he wilding now. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, you trying to threaten somebody in the bucket. That's not really going to get the work done. That's not going to happen. Everybody's mad that we didn't get this commissary. Everybody's mad. Everybody's mad to get this commissary. So how you going to threaten? So the old head dude say, I ain't bucking for nobody. I got commissary. I'm straight. I got something to eat. He brought his box to the door. I'm straight. I got something to eat. I'm not bucking. They pass that when they get a chance. That's on them. That ain't on me. That ain't on nobody else. So New York was like, what? He was like, you heard what I said? Man, oh yeah, it was like, yo, you keep talking like somebody's scared of you. New York was like, so what you trying to do? Say, like, come in the cell. So the dude, the old head dude slept in like cell 8. He slept like in cell 8, kind of close to the showers. Man, they arguing. Dude's trying to break it up. Man, that's my word. New York going to jump, man, with the dude, man. You just see him go in. Like, it was like a hesitation, like people trying to break it up. Old head back in his junk ready. Old head back in the junk ready. Like, where I'm at in the pod, I can look strictly in his cell. His door's open, I can look right in his cell. So the old head in the back waiting. New York trying to get in. Dude's trying like, he let him go. New York go up in there, man. They get them, all you hear is boom, 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 boom. That junk sound like bloom, 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 boxes, bloom, 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 bloom. So I can't really see no more because it looked like New York got him on the bed. You know what I mean? Man, it's my word. I come around, get a better view, y'all, if I can see the angle of the cell where they at. When I look, New York had that man like in a chicken wing move. I don't know what kind of move this is. And he was just taking his time, like, timing it. Long story short, man, he beat the old head down. He beat the old head down, man. Do y'all see how far I can go over just commissary? Like, this is cookies, chips, what we'll call it zoom zooms and wham whams. All this is over zoom zooms and wham whams. Like, of course we want it, but at the same time, we supposed to be rolling together. Now dudes are fighting. It's just crazy. So, like, this is a whole big thing that he done smashed the old head now. Like, dudes is like, what is, like, damn, this is a whole fight over him smashing the old head? Like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. So the old head take his beating. Old head take his beating, man. Old head take his beating. New York get out the cell scot-free. He didn't get caught and nothing. But he pounded the old head out. Now, I ain't saying he a super old head. He probably was like 50. You know what I mean? But he was in good shape. You know what I mean? He wasn't a washed up looking 50, man. But over this whole commissary fiasco, man, like, he ended up pounding the old head out, man. So I'm sitting back looking like, yo, like, this commissary is not, I was thinking, sometimes I used to think, like, do they do psychological stuff to us in prison like this? Like, bring our commissary up to the pod, just have it sitting in there in a cart that's locked. Both of them have locks on them, so you can't open up the flap because there's a lock on it. So I'm saying in my head, like, do they do psychological stuff like this in prison on purpose just to see, like, what we'll do, like a test, like we're test dummies or something, like, you know what I mean, guinea pigs or whatever, like. And I used to think that because, like, how can you have a cart that's in our pod just sitting there since Thursday and it's Saturday? Like, at the end of the day, it's enough officers somewhere in this compound to be able to just come up and just pass out the commissary. Like, this is unbelievable, but they didn't. So by them not doing that, that brings the tension up this high with everybody in the pod. So now the old head then got pounded. New York is more up. He's really on 10 now. He come out from smashing dude. He's talking to his man. It was like, yo, this is crazy. So I'm just observing this whole thing. Like, bro can't make nobody do nothing. I know he know that. He just was really pumping that energy heavy like that because he wanted everybody to get behind him. And that's just probably how he is when he's mad. He's really aggressive. So New York just got really aggressive with it. So we all supposed to be trying to stand together. This is togetherness, y'all. This isn't us trying to kill each other over some zoom zooms and wham whams. We're not trying to kill each other over zoom zooms and wham whams. That's not what we're trying to do. So the old head take his pounding. His face, like on this side, look a little, like he was kind of like a little lighter than me. So I'll say like on this side, his face was like red and puffy. He didn't have no black eyes, but it looked like he took a lot of punches over on this side. This side right here looked like he took a lot of punches. So now the old head on quiet mode now. The old head looking like, man, like this is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? He just took his beating. So everybody in the pod kind of like, man, we have to do something, man. Like we can't be fighting each other. We can't be killing each other over this commissary. We can't kill each other over this commissary, man. We can't. So boom. Later on that day come. Still no commissary. So now it was another dude in there decided to get everybody together, man. But he didn't do it in the way New York did it. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, look, can I talk to everybody? He was like, look, y'all. He said, they are carrying us, man. I want to say it was Memorial Day weekend. And it was falling on Monday. I want to say it was that. I could be wrong. It was years ago. 40. I was 19 years old around this time. But I want to say it was Memorial Day. But the dude got everybody together, man. He like, yo, look, man. We can't allow this. Like, we have to stand up for we can talk to somebody with authority. Because the top authority can't know what they're doing. So we have to stand up as a pod together and we have to do this. This is what we have to do. We have to do this. It was like, look, they can still pass our stuff out on Sunday. Like this takes nothing. We were locked down. We would sacrifice our rent just for them to pass out our stuff on Sunday. Like they have to pass this out on Sunday. So yo, like yo, that's what I was just telling them. Y'all, man, y'all Virginia dudes, y'all go for anything, son. Y'all niggas wouldn't even survive on the island, son. Y'all wouldn't survive on the island because this happens all the time on the island. You have to buck together. You have to be together. If you don't buck together, everybody's soft. And the dudes that be bucking, we smash out the dudes that don't be bucking. So we looking like, first of all, bro, like I'm saying in my head, first of all, bro, like this isn't even New York, bro. Like I understand what New York probably, you know what I mean? Virginia and New York is two different states. You got to understand in New York, that joint at the time was ran by gangs, the Bloods, the Latin Kings, and maybe the Crips, you know what I mean? But either way, it's ran by black and Mexican in there. I mean, black and Latino. So if it's a situation like that goes down with y'all, New York, you're not going to be the one that's talking all this mess like this, because it's going to be the leaders of both of those places, the leaders from the Bloods or maybe the Latin Kings. You will probably have to go to them and they'll get their people together. Then once their people come together, everybody's going to come together. Like, I can understand that's how it is in your state, bro. But in our state, you got to understand, like, bro, people not used to this. I know I wasn't. Our whole pod was almost like a bunch of dudes that was coming from receiving, at least 20 of us, you know what I mean? The rest of it was mixed in dudes. But a lot of us really didn't know the rules to how you supposed to do. But at the same time, we still wanted our commissary. We still knew they was carrying us. And we still knew we somewhat had to roll together. So New York get to talking again. Yo, y'all, da-da-da. So it was like, man, this is crazy, man. So, like, it was another dude. It was another dude in there, man. Like, him and New York get to arguing. And the reason why him and New York get to arguing is because New York just, like, he don't know how to talk to people when it comes to people getting together. So dude was like, yo, listen, man, we gonna do what we gonna have to do, man. But look, all that New York stuff, bro, you not in New York, bro. Like, you can keep that New York stuff, bro. It was a dude from Portsmouth. He was like, bro, you can keep all that New York. I don't even care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Y'all already know when y'all come to our jails, y'all already know how we carry. So he talking back greasing New York. New York was like, son, I was in a Virginia jail. He was like, where you get locked up at? He was like, Lynchburg. He's like, bro, that don't count. Get locked up in Tidewater or Richmond, bro, and come to them jails and see what happened. Y'all already know what happened. So they get to argue about that. They going back and forth about that. What happened, y'all? That whole argument, we almost together. We almost was about to get together. That argument leads to, we're going to cell then. Let's go in the cell. Dude slept like in 37 upstairs. You know what I mean? New York slept like in cell 14. He was behind the steps somewhere. He was behind the, 12, 13, 14. I want to say he was in 15. He slept behind the steps. New York was like, yo, come in the cell. Come in the cell, son. Show me I'm weak. Show me I'm weak. So New York was just pushing. Man, dude going in that cell in New York. Glue, 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 glue. They in there rumbling for a minute. New York kept trying to grab dude. You know what I mean? Dude putting the beads on New York. Dude keep trying, New York grab dude. After a while, dude's going there and break it up. Man, y'all chill out, man. Y'all chill out. Everybody break it up. He come out the cell. Yeah, boy, you think it's that bitch don't mean nothing. That bitch don't mean nothing. Yeah, what's up? So I'm just sitting back again, and I'm looking like, yo, we supposed to be together. We supposed to be together on this, man. We supposed to be together on this, man. Like, everybody's going nuts. There have been 2 fights over these zooms and wham-whams, and everybody's ready to kill each other over this. We supposed to be rolling together. Like, we supposed to be bucking together. Like, what are we doing? We still haven't came up with a good way or a good reason to tell these people why we're gonna buck. Like, we supposed to be doing this together, man. As I'm talking, y'all, as the words are, not even as I'm talking, as I'm thinking, this whole situation, I'm standing like by the tables that's close to the TV, so I can see what was going on in cell 15 where they just finished fighting at. As they finished fighting, New York come out the jump. New York, yeah, he come out with his shirt off, diesel as hell. Nigga look like a baby Spartan. He come out diesel as hell. He's like, yeah, son, I ain't afraid of nobody. VA don't scare me, son. He talking crazy. Man, as he say this, man, all you see is the old head come out of nowhere, y'all. Old head come out of nowhere with the lock and the sock. Bam! The same old head that he just finished fighting the day before. Man, I didn't even see the old head creeping around from like cell 11, cell 12 coming the back way to where dude's cell was at. New York standing like his back to him. He got his back to dude. And the old head, I told y'all, when dudes fighting there, majority of dudes, when they take an L, they coming back with a weapon. Man, this is my word. The old head came out of nowhere, y'all. This is the first time I seen somebody get hit with a lock and a sock. This was a lock and a sock. Old head came out of nowhere. He didn't have it long. He had it at a nice length that it was going to swing with where he had control over the swing. And when he came behind New York, he hit him with it. Boom! And when he hit him with it, the joint hit New York. New York ate it. Man, I don't know how he ate it. I don't know how he ate this. The joint, you can hear that joint say, it was like a thump. That joint. New York said, and start chasing dude. So dude trying to back up, but then dude dip. So the police see it. Police come to the joint with a gun. Stop, what are you doing? Stop. New York trying to get up. He's like, yo, son, goddamn. Lady like, y'all better stop what you're doing. Boom. 2 COs come in the jump. 2 COs, what's going on? What's going on in here? The only reason the lady didn't shoot because there wasn't no fighting. She didn't see him hit him with the lock. She didn't see him chase. So she like, y'all stop. Police coming in, what are y'all doing? So that's when we get back on revolution mode. You know what I mean? This is crazy. I promise y'all, this is crazy. Now we back on revolution mode. New York stopping full stride. Dude get this little cut to see the police. Dude like, yo, man. Police like, man, look, man. We like, yo, man, listen, man. You see how bored dudes in here ready to kill each other, man. With the commissary, man. Pass out the commissaries, two of y'all. What are y'all doing? Why we can't get our commissary, man? Dude like, man, because, man, they say y'all don't get your commissary to Tuesday. We like, oh. I said, yo, no. He said, you gotta be kidding me. He said, y'all not gonna get y'all commissary to Tuesday. I'm like, man, God, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, man. New York is over there in the cut. The police like, man, y'all stop that horse playing. Y'all stop that. You know what I mean? Dude's like, man, it's crazy. So the old head just standing by his cell. He still got the lock in the sock. When the police came in, he didn't do nothing but tuck it. When he was getting chased, the CO didn't see him because as he got to running, I guess he was looking like, he wasn't expecting New York to eat the lock in the sock. He ate it. But I feel like if you hit somebody with a lock in the sock, you gotta be more face than head because somebody might survive the head. Now the head jump can knock you out. And that's what he probably was thinking he was gonna do to New York. But it didn't. So we in there snapping out. The police like, man, y'all ain't getting into Tuesday, man. Y'all stop this horse playing. We got to come in here again. We're going to lock the pod down. So dude's like, man, this shit crazy. So now the lady, she's on point. She's watching now. She's in the booth. She's watching now. She see what's going on. So New York went over there with his homeboys. He's like, yo, he keep going like this. You know what I mean? You see a little blood. You know what I mean? You see a little blood and his man went and got him a rag. You know what I mean? So now he got the rag on the joint. The rag bleeding. And you're like, yo. So he looking like, yeah, his own. You know what I mean? I don't know what he was planning to do. But now it's just so wild that I was just sitting back looking at all these incidents over zooms and wham-whams. Y'all see how they do? They turn us into savages like I always tell y'all. When you come to prison, they turn you into a savage. We ready to kill each other over some snacks, over something that you can buy from 7-Eleven. Like just chips, cookies, honey buns, like just nothing. It's not worth dying over, y'all. So that's why this is what prison is. Like if you're ready to deal with stuff like this, be my guest. Keep getting in trouble. And this is what you're going to have to deal with, man. Prison. I don't want to deal with this stuff no more, man. Like, I'm witnessing this for the first time, and I'm just like, this is crazy, man. So, boom. This is how this ended, y'all. So, the same dude that was trying to get us together, man, New York didn't attack dude. Like, I feel like New York really wanted to get a knife, and he was going to get a knife and attack dude. But I feel like he wanted his commissary so bad, he was going to at least wait it out to Tuesday before he do anything. So everybody already know we dead. But at the same time, everybody's still not content with the situation. Like, yo, we can't, how are we dead? So Sunday come around, we like, no, this is not gonna happen, man. Everybody already know Monday it's gonna be a no-go. We might even come out because it's a holiday and there's definitely gonna be no officers. So everybody's like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. So look, boom. Later on that night, they let us out again. When they let us out, the same dude pull up on us, man. Like, pull up on everybody. Now he didn't do it in an announcement. He's walking around talking to everybody kind of like in groups. And he said, yo, this is what we're going to do, man. Look, we just not going to go in, man. Like, they're going to have to pass this commissary out, man. Or we just not, they can't lock 88 people up, man. Like, if we do it together, this is how it's going to turn out, man. Like, I'm telling you, I done been through it, blah, 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 blah. Like, all right, man. So now, like, for real, I'm a little mad. I'm like, yo, that's what it is, man. So, boom. They come in for lock us down. Lockdown, 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 lockdown. Everybody get up. Everybody go by their door. Everybody stands by their door. Everybody stand by the door. So I could see the lady in the booth, and she see what's going on. The CO dude really ain't paying no mind. He just lockdown, lockdown. The lady in the booth looking like, so he like, all right, close the doors. She closed the doors. As she closing them, everybody's still standing by their doors. You know what I mean? Everybody's standing by their doors. So he like, oh, what y'all ain't gonna lock down? The dude that came to talk to everybody was like, man, we not locking down, man. Like, respectfully, man, can y'all, you have to get us someone better to talk to besides that sergeant dude, because he's not trying to help us. We don't know what y'all got going on. Why y'all trying to carry us with this situation? But we need to talk to somebody, man. Boom, he left. He like, all right, he left. Everybody just stayed. Dude was like, yo, I'm telling y'all, just stand by yourselves. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, y'all. You know what I mean? So, boom. Old head next to me. We standing on the railing. You know what I mean? We standing on the railing. He like, look, man. He's like, look, young blood, I'm going to tell you like this. He like, look, if they say they coming back with the goon squad, he was like, look, I'm going to tell you going to cell because it's going to be ugly. He was like, man, listen, whoever is the leader of this vocalness, the person that's really telling everybody how to move when it comes to stuff like this, he said, listen, it's called inciting a riot. Now, I said, what's inciting a riot? He said, inciting a riot is when they pick you for the person that caused the riot. Now he said just because punches are not thrown and people are not fighting, breaking stuff doesn't mean it has to be a riot. He said prison consider riots as far as people getting together in groups. So he was like, I'm telling you, be careful, because whoever they get on those charges, he said they send them to the upper room. You out of here immediately. He said that charge boosts your level up to a 5, 6, and you will be out of here. He was like, I done seen it happen, bro. He's like, I'm telling you, be careful. So he's telling me this, but I'm trying to figure out what he's doing out here. He's standing out there. So boom, lieutenant coming to jump. A different lieutenant, he coming to jump. What's going on? Why y'all ain't locking down? We're like, man, dude, like, yo, we not locking down because we haven't gotten our commissary from Thursday right now. It's Saturday, man. I mean, it's Sunday, and we still don't got our commissary. They tell me we ain't gonna get it Monday. People in here are hungry. People don't got this. People don't got that. People don't got this. He like, man, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Y'all gotta lock y'all ass down right now, man. That's what y'all gotta do, man. He was like, because if I gotta call this code, I'm telling y'all ain't gonna like it. He was like, so look, this is what I'm gonna do, man. He said, I'm gonna tell the lady, open the doors up and I'm gonna leave. He said, now anybody that's left out here, y'all left out here, man. I'm telling y'all. So dude was like, what? He like, man, I'm telling y'all, this is what it is. So boom, he opened the doors up. He didn't leave. He opened the doors up. Nobody moved. He was like, oh, all right, that's how y'all want to carry it. This man got on the walkie-talkie, called another CO. Another CO came. He said, grab that cart right there. He got a cart and the other CO got a cart. And they took the carts out out the pod. They took the commissary carts. Dude was like, this is crazy. He took them out in the hallway. Boom. He left them out there. He came back in there. He said, look, I'm going to tell her to open these doors one more time. Whoever stuck out here. I'm telling y'all. So boom. He hit the walkie-talkie. Lady opened the doors. All the doors open. All the doors open. Everybody looking. All I seen is my roommate. He put the towel in the corner on the door. Now, dudes to jam their door up sometime. You can either put something in the corner, and the only way somebody I know is open, only person that I know is open is the lady in the booth. If you have a cool officer working, she might don't even report that your door's open. So some dudes, they had their door rigged up where it looked like it's closed, but all you gotta do is pull it and you can slide out and sneak out. So dudes will do that all the time. So I see my roommate put the rag in the door. Boom. When I look up, I see a lot of dudes jamming their door. Not everybody, but a lot of dudes. So New York, like, yeah, I can see New York now. He back on hype mode. We're like, yeah, that's what we doing. We ain't going in. It's over with. We not going in. We not stepping in, y'all. We not stepping in the cell. This is what we gonna do. This is the only way they gonna respect it. This is the only way they gonna respect it, son. I'm telling y'all. So I didn't know that everybody probably was doing this. Like, not everybody. So boom. My man, he sleeps in the next pod, but me and him, I can, like, when my cell was at, I can see his cell because we're both by the end, like, we're both by the door when you come in. Like, he's just in another pod, but he can come to his door and I can see him. So he has he can look down the boulevard and see everything. He has the boulevard view in D pod. C pod didn't have the boulevard view. We had the back of the prison view. So he in the jank, he come to the junk while all us out there. He like, yo, I'm reading his lips. He like, yo. He said, I said, what? He said, the goon squad is coming. I said, oh, shit. So he like, yo, go in. I'm like, I said, yo, he said my man said the goon squad coming. The goon squad to New York. Like, yeah, son, this is what it is. This is what we do. Son. This is what we do. You hear the jump, boom. You can hear them come through that first door before they get to our silent port. When you hear that, man, this is my word. All you seen was dudes. A lot of dudes slid. Everywhere. A lot of dudes slid. This is my word. Don't judge me, y'all. Please don't judge me, but I slid. I slid. I'm gonna tell y'all why I slid, man. I slid because it was 3 dudes that had seen 3 different fight incidents over something that we supposed to be standing together. We didn't stand together. So that right there turned me off. It wasn't no togetherness. This was just, y'all needed extra bodies to make y'all aggressiveness, y'all toughness look good. Now they was carrying us, but at the same time, this wasn't gonna get nothing solved. We didn't see that these people have no heart when it comes to our food and nothing like that. They do not care. So why would I stay out with and fight the goon squad? Man, the goon squad came in, y'all. I'm in the cell. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The dude next to me that gave me the game is in the cell. A lot of people went in the cell. I can see New York face, and he's like, I see his blood. I can see the madness in his face as he's seeing it went from 88 to like 28. And like, people just like, I guess people were scared. I ain't saying they were scared, but people just didn't want to going through no goon squad stuff. They took the commissary. We just witnessed it. Man, the goon squad came in that jump. They was like, all right, yo, who ain't locking down? Who ain't locking? These are the big dudes, like all the big officers they got that they claim they don't have no CEOs to even pass out commissary. They came in the jump and said, yo, who ain't locking down? New York was like, yo, we ain't. Before he can get a word out of his mouth, big dude went up the steps. Dolo, his other man going up the steps the other way. They meet him. What's up? You ain't going in? He was like, yo, I'm saying it. Spraying him immediately. They were spraying New York immediately, put him on his back. They put him on his back. He was the first example. Knee all in his back. Big dude, like 280 pounds. Got his whole knee on New York. You can see the pressure that he's putting on his back. Handcuff him up. Get him up, get up. New York like, yo, my cuffs. He's New York so diesel. Like, the one cuff was killing him because he's so diesel. He's like, yo, the cuff's too tight, son. The cuffs, he's like, all right, well, calm your ass down. Boom, dude threw him on the table. Took the cuffs off. You better not move. Took the cuffs off, put another cuff on him. You know what I mean? Who was like, who else going in? New York homeboys, even my roommate, they sitting there. My roommate was like, yo, I rock with my son. He was like, yo, my son was gonna get everybody tricked up, man. You know what I mean? And his other homeboy did the same thing. Nobody rolled with New York, man. They came in there and took New York, y'all. And they told everybody, if you wanna go in, go to your cell. Y'all not getting commissary. What is it gonna be? Dudes went in. Dudes went in their cell. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, dudes went in their cell. They took New York out, and we never seen New York again. New York was never seen again. You know why? Because he was transferred for inciting a riot, just like the old head told me. So that was a lesson that I learned in prison as far as togetherness. Like, there's really no togetherness. Like, you just got to do you, man. Like, all that other stuff, man, like revolutionary stuff, even if you got time, a lot of time to do, like, you still do the time the way you want to do your time. You don't have to do time the way somebody else wants you to do time, regardless of the situation. But New York was never seen again. They dragged us Memorial Day, whatever holiday that was, of course. And they came and passed it out Tuesday, man. Like, they knew it was a lot going on upstairs, which is our pod, and they came to pass the commissary out, and that was a wrap, y'all. And I was over with, man. Like I said, we never seen New York again, but I learned the lesson about staying together. Like, we all supposed to been bucking, you know what I mean? We all are supposed to buck. That was the plan, but there was no type of togetherness, man. Dudes was fighting, ready to kill each other, locks in the sock. Everything was going on, man. So, like, the moral of the story is this, y'all. Don't come to jail, don't come to prison, rather, and have to go through these situations. These are situations that you might get put in. You might get put in a situation like this where you have to be together, and it tricks you up. You can get hurt from the police, and you can get transferred, and everything could be screwed up, man. Just stay home, and you don't have to worry about waiting on somebody else to do something for you. Because when you're on the street, you do whatever you want, whenever you want. When you're in prison, you have to wait on somebody to do stuff. Even when it comes to your food or your hygiene and stuff like that, you have to wait for somebody to pass it out. That's the only way you're gonna get it. So if you just stay on the street, continue doing what you're doing, you don't have to go through these prison stuff, man. I told y'all, prison is rough. You don't want to go to prison. It's just a lot of politics. There's a lot of BS that goes on. The officers don't give a damn. Like, you don't want to go here, people. Like, stay on the street, man. Enjoy your life. And never, ever, ever come to jail, and stay y'all ass out the way, man. That is the moral of the story, man. Just don't ever come to prison, man. But I appreciate everybody for watching the Weekend Banger Game. The Weekend Banger Game, that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, enjoy y'all day. Hope everybody eat good, man. Hope y'all get good gifts. All my dudes out there, everybody, not just dudes, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all stay out the way this weekend. We're not going to jail ever. We staying on the street. We never going back. That's the play. If you've never been, you're never going. That's what we doing, man. But again, appreciate everybody for watching, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Share me out. Keep liking all the videos, man. I appreciate all the love recently, man. And stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, staying out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.